final race of the Superspeedway week here in the Gatorade Cup Series brings us back to where we started the season. We're back for the second time at the Daytona National Speedway here in Daytona Beach, Florida. This time under the lights for the Gatorade 0400. After a Daytona 500 which TJ grabbed his second victory in that race, dominated by William Seaman, what are we going to see under the lights here for race number 16 of the season? Scott Upton starts on pole in the 19 car. Beside him in second, the only two-time winner this season, Jonathan Beeford in the 99 car. Then in third place, it's Landon Lyons. Fourth place, Georgia Satomu. And ranking at the top five, Colin Teague in the 00. In sixth place, we have Nonigan Scott. Seventh, it is Levi Shones. Carter Friesen in eighth. Ninth, Riley Sampson and his teammate Marshall Burrow rounds out the top 10, the 07 car. Back behind them, Anthony has the 8, who is outside the 47 of Baby Ruiz. Then Trey Rainier, All-Star winner, and third in the points, Rainey the 2 car. Then there's Jay Jefferson and Diego Lopez in the 88, along with Keegan Thompson, and fourth in the points in Talladega winner, Sebastian Kukulon. Then there's Anthony Fox and our Pensacola winner, Roman Fenwick, looking to go back-to-back this season in the GCS. Then there's Zachary DeLello and Anson Charles on the 26, with Derek Campbell and the 5 of Jeff Bright. Then Max Aronson, Jose Mills, 2 teammates, along with 5th in the points Evan Hunter and the 29 of Keyshawn Richardson. Then we have Michael Gregory and Riley Spurlitude. Tommy Fletcher Jr. and Daytona 500 dominator William Seaman. Then we have Conrad Evans and Ronan Curtis in the 77, with Code Luigi and Eli Bright. And then second in the points, Daytona 500 winner this season, TJ Hanley, Jay Randall 22 down to his inside. Then there's Colton Yo and Jake Galloway, and rounding out the field, 41st, it is our points leader Griffin Lynn, and then 42nd, the 83 of Max Rossi. There's our 42 car starting lineup for the second GCS race here at Daytona in season number 12, the Gatorade 0400 under the lights. Let's get it going. Let's go down track side for the most famous words in motorsports.
Driver, start your engine.
42 engines fired, cars rolling here at Daytona for the second visit in the GCS this season to this famed racetrack, the world center of racing, 2.5 mile high banked oval. We're going to see fast speeds and packed racing for 24 laps here in the Gatorade 0400. After tonight, halfway done with the GCS season number 12, will be 16 races in, 16 races to go, and 6 races after tonight until we get to the chase time. 7 races right now to determine who makes it into the chase. So points mean a lot for some drivers. So how will they take Daytona on, the final race of Superspeedway week here in the Gatorade Cup Series? It's been 7 days of action. How will the 7th day go? 24 laps of the Gatorade 0400. Upton, Buford, front row. We're green flag racing at Daytona once again. Takes about a lap and a half for them to get up to full song. Colin Teague and Levi Shones side by side. Lap number 1 goes to the 00 of Colin Teague. He'll lead the first lap of the Gatorade 0400. Levi Shones quickly inside. 3 wide for Anthony Hernandez down to turn number 1. Get the push from behind from the 18 of Trey Rainey. Hernandez for the top spot. That Budweiser number 8 car had so much success at this racetrack. Hernandez now out in front at Daytona, but Trey Rainey quickly looking low down the back straightaway. Trey Rainey inside now as he moves up to the middle. Here comes the 78 of Jay Jefferson, approaching over 190 miles an hour, over 195 miles an hour in the draft. At the front, 3 wide for the top spot goes Jay Jefferson, car number 78. Here comes Talladega winner and 4th in points, Sebastian Kukulon. Up to 2nd, car number 40. 38, Anthony Fox just behind him. They race off turn number 4 for the second time. It's Jay Jefferson in control into the tri-oval. He blocks Kukulon, who can't get down low. Jefferson wins the second lap here in the Gatorade 0400. Anthony Fox now Forced to the middle by the 16 of DeLello. Now can Jefferson try and get out front and lead some laps here? Seen in the past at Superspeedway, especially Daytona, they start battling for a second. It gets very hard to break that shuffle in the battle for a second, and they just keep slowing each other down. No one can get to the race leader, and that race leader can lead a good chunk of laps. We'll see if Jefferson can do that, if DeLello can get enough of a run to clear Jeff Brett and Jose Mills down to his inside and make a charge to the inside into turn number 3. They'll be 3 wide. It's Mills peeking his nose inside the 5 of Jeff Bright. That's for second. Jefferson loves it. He can stay out in front in the 78 car as they shuffle for second back behind him. It's Mills off turn number 4 with the second position. 5th in points, Evan Hunter jumping low in the 43 car. Looking for his second win of the season. Derek Kimmel 12 car pushing him forward on the inside. Now Hamill's going to break low though. And that might be a 4 wide situation in the first corner. No, Hamill's going to get down in line in front of Riley Sampson. That was a close call there. If Sampson not back out of that, they could have been 4 wide for a second, which 4 wide rarely, if ever, works at Daytona. Racing their way up the back stretch. It's still Jefferson Hamill. As Jefferson looks to stay out in front. Hamill looking to clear for a second, but they'll be 3 wide. It's Riley Sprotube forcing to the inside of the 28 car. They are 3 by 3. The only car not 3 wide. Our race leader, Jay Jefferson, still in control. He's led all but the first lap so far tonight here in the Gatorade 0400. Sprotube will move 3 wide to second. He's trying to clear into the tri-oval. Tommy Fletcher Jr. now might peek inside of him. Conrad Evans, Cole Luigi, and others moving on the inside lane. But look at this, 3 wide behind the front 2. And now it's going to be involving second place. Sprotube to the top side, way up top. And you can see right there, with them just getting 3 by 3 by 3 by 3, Jay Jefferson pulls a huge gap in the 78. Now, if you were to ever get second and third clear at once, if second and third can line up and get clear and both move up with each other, they would have a massive run in the draft. Already, Tommy Fletcher Jr. going a mile an hour faster. That's what he needed right there. That 96 got forced wide by Cole Luigi. Now the 4-1 get down from his teammate Code. Behind them, they're looking 4 wide. It's Jonathan Beeford who backs out for Noggin Scott. That was a close call there for all these drivers at the back of the field. 2 Hendrick cars, 2 Roush cars, and others. As up front goes Fletcher Jr. for the top spot on Jay Jefferson. He got the run to the inside. Jefferson leads, but the 4-1's the preferred lane into turn number 1. Now does Randall go 3 wide? He has a nice run going to the back of that 41. He'll stay in line. 3 Toyotas chase a Dodge through 1 and 2 at Daytona. The Dodge is Fletcher Jr. The Toyotas are Rando, Galloway, and Rossi off turn number 2. Now can Fletcher Jr. hold a gap? As now second place got clear, but now can Randall clear Galloway and Rossi? I believe he has a shot to do it. Get down front of Rossi. Has a good shot right there to get it. Still Fletcher Jr. leading. He didn't get to lead the last lap, so he wants to lead this one for sure for 5 bonus points. Randall's going to jump to his inside right there. Rossi with him. Ronan Kurz as well. Into the tri-oval. It's Fletcher Jr. to lead in the 41 car. Rando to the inside. Here comes the 83 Max Rossi. They'll be 3 wide entering turn 1 for the top spot here in Daytona. The intensity level getting up here at the front of the field. It's now Max Rossi moves to the front of the 83 car. 77 Ronan Kurz behind him. 1 in Michigan up to second. Colton Yell, the 01. Solid top 10 in points coming into this race. Looking for some more. A win in the GCS would be huge for him and his chase chances. As it's Rossi getting pushed by Brando on the outside to clear the bottom 2 rows. Get down line. The 83 does. TJ Hanley looking to sweep at Daytona this season. Got his second 500 victory. Now passing the driver that dominated the 500. Seaman trying to get back up and dominate another Daytona race. He's behind Colton Yo. And got down line for Hanley. Now the 21 was going to jump top right there as William Seaman looks 3 wide. Do you want to let that 45 get out front? Last time it happened at Daytona, he dominated, led all but what, 5, 6 laps? What's going to happen now? He's out front. Can they pass him? Right there as he moves up, I believe they have a great shot to get back by him. 45 to the top side, Anson Sharp out to the middle, down low, all the way bottom, Colin Teague in the 00. There are 3 wide. Can William Seaman clear to lead in the 45? He can't quite clear, and he's shuffled just as quick as he got it. And just as fast as he got out front to lead this race, he fell back. Now it's Colin Teague out front, 00. 19, Scott Upton looking low. 07, Marshall Burrow. And 3rd in points, Luke Rainey also joining the front 5. We are 8 laps in. Colin Teague leads so far on the most laps line has been Jay Jefferson. As he got out front for about, I would say, 4 or 5 laps there early on in the race. But now it's a 3 by 3 pack. As up front, it's Burrow to the top spot, the 07. Luke Rainey, 23 points back in the points lead, 3rd in points. Moves to the bottom lane. He wants 5 bonus points for the end of the lap. But now it's Max Harrison also moving. low in the 1 car as it's Marshall Burrell. Can't quite clear on the top side. To the bottom, the one of Max Ayres has a push from down against Scott. And Scott has done very well in the Super Speedways this season. He's led laps. He led a ton of laps at Pensacola. Couldn't get the trophy, though. Couldn't hang on the final lap. Got passed on the last lap. Can Scott try and now change history and win at Daytona? And Keegan Thompson, one of the better cars in the Daytona 500, as everyone was trying to fight to get by William Seaman. He tried to do it twice without any help and almost accomplished it. Then when he had help, he finally got around the 45. He was willing to shuffle the Dominator out in the Daytona 500. Can he bring that same pace here in the Gatorade 0400? He's going to move top to get in front of Nottingham Scott. Gregory to the middle, downloads Landon Lyons, has a push from last race winner Pensacola, Roman Fenway. That's a good pusher behind you. Roman Fenway made that last lap pass to Pensacola down the back straightaway. A great move. He's up to second, looking for his second straight GCS win, his second straight on the Super Speedway. As this is the end of the Superspeedway Swing in the Gatorade Cup Series. We're going to a variety of tracks as we head to chase time. A lot of interesting tracks coming up on the schedule. Road course in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. Road America. Lions leads in the 66. You have dirt racing at Bristol. You have 2 Crown Jewel events, one at Charlotte, one at Darlington. That's going to be a fun one for sure. You have another Super Speedway at Texas World. And of course, to end it out, the 1.5 mile Atlanta Motor Speedway, the last race to make it into the postseason for these GCS drivers. It's going to be a nerving last 6 races after tonight to make it into the chase for the 12th Gatorade Cup Series season. As Landon Lyons leads in the 66, you have Pez behind him in second. Kukulon coming back forward in third. Now he actually looks though with help from Jeff Bright. Jeff trying to get down front of Mills and does. Kukulon comes in fourth in the point standings. Winner of Talladega just 2 races prior to this one. What can he do here tonight? Daytona, very similar track to Talladega. As Landon Lyons does a great job blocking that 40 off. Halfway next time by already in the Gatorade 0400. Been competitive here so far at this race. Been caution free as well. No yellow flags. As up front, Lyons leads the train around Daytona. Kukulon looking for a run to get to his inside. Over the back of the 66, but doesn't make the move. There it is. Late back stretch. He knew that 5 was going to go with him. He wanted to get as much of a run as he could to then get to the inside front of Keyshawn Richardson. A great job by Kukulon there to move to the top spot here in Daytona. Keyshawn Richardson up to second. Baby Ruiz and Anthony Fox also moving forward. But it is the midway point here in the Gatorade 0400. 12 laps of racing to go. Up front, Kukulon leads in the 40 car. Keyshawn Richardson preferred into turn 1, but now it's Baby Ruiz to the inside of the 47. 3 wide for the top spot. Baby Ruiz for the race lead here in Daytona. Anthony Fox moving for second. Jonathan Buford, as we mentioned, the only 2-time winner this season. Everyone else has just won 1 race. He's the only multi-time winner this season. Can he win his 3rd of the season? He's right now in a great spot for the wild card if he were to be top 20 points, but he's not top 20 points. So he needs some points here. So maybe not a victory Daytona, but a good points finish, a top 15, a top 10 to get back up inside the top 20. Because with those 2 victories right now, with everyone else with 1, that's a great wild card chance if no one else can grab multiple victories. Anthony Fox, 38 top side. Bottom side, 44 Georgia Satomu. Fox led on the top. Satomu now leads into turn 1. But hello, Eli Bright to the inside. Push from TJ Hanley. 2 longtime veterans in the series. Hanley has raced in every GCS race. Eli Bright, rookie season back all the way in season number 2. And Eli won the championship last season. Hanley won it back in season 7. And Eli, so far this season, not grabbed a W. However, he's on the edge, making into chase right now, just outside the top 10 in the point standings, looking for something good at Daytona, possibly a victory to help out his chase chances. He blocks off the middle of bottom lane. A great power move by the 24 there to get in line. Looks like he's going to get a lap left for 5 bonus points as they race off turn number 4. Riley Sampson and Roman Fenway battle for second now, as Lyons looks to get in line, not cause a 4-wide situation mid-pack. Great job at doing that. 10 laps to go in the Gatorade 0400 for Eli Bright, as he's now out in front of the 24 car. Sampson second, Fenway third. These 3 trying to get away from the pack, as they're 3 by 3 behind. 4th place now to Lello, Fenway's teammate, and Levi Shones moving for 5th in the 7 car. The race off turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Fenway breaks low on Sampson. He can't be doing that with first place out there. If you battle for second, first place able to keep the race lead. Sampson going to clear for second. So that move basically did nothing, just slowed them down. Fenway now is teammate DeLello just behind him. We'll see if the Roush cars work together right now. 3rd and 4th, as up front 2 Chevys lead it. Eli Bright, then Riley Sampson, however, from different teams. Hendrick Motorsports and Richard Childress Racing. As it's DeLello moving low on his teammate. Jones and Hernandez just behind. Now Hernandez moves high. Here comes Conrad Evans and Jay Jefferson, who dominated early on. They're coming back. Jefferson with, I believe that's Code Luigi behind him. That red number 42 it is. Jones to third. As the front two try to get away. Eli Bright trying to lead. He actually pulls a gap on the third one, showing the strength of the 24 late in the going. Kind of like what Kukulon did at Talladega. Showed the strength of his car late. Didn't show it early. Once he got out front late, no one could touch him. I think Eli Bright's doing that same strategy here tonight, because he had a chance to get out front early on, but fell to the back. Maybe he knew his car was very strong. Didn't want to show his hand early on the race, have them all team up on him. Now late in the race, who's going to be willing to work together trying to get by that 24 car? See if these drivers can. Evans and Jefferson and Luigi lined up third, fourth, fifth. They're trying to run down those front two so that they can't pull away. Luigi with a break on Jay Jefferson, but both the 70 and the 96 block the inside. Now they have a run to the front two. Do they take that momentum to the 31, or do they try and pass him? I think at this point you might have to try and pass him. Evans looking low, but no one with them. Yeah, not a single soul went down to the bottom. In fact, there goes Rando low with them, but it's just going to shuffle the 78-42 out. That's all it did. Coming around to 7 laps of racing to go, and the Gatorade 0400, it's a Pepsi car. Leading the race, Eli Bright in control. Riley Sampson still second. Battle for third. Rando inside of Conrad Evans. The front two get away, but without any help, Sampson cannot get to that 24 of Eli Bright. Anton Charlebois, the only Roush car to have not won a race this season. So he wants to check that box off. He's up to fourth in the 26 car. He's had a decent season. A win can change everything. And Trey Rainey, a win changed everything for him. He won the All-Star race. He's in the postseason no matter what he does. He can be very aggressive here late in the race at Daytona. Moving low for our teammate Gowie moves top, and Fox moves bottom with the 18. And with the 18 did right there, help Jay Brando. Now can the 22 get a run to get to the back of the 24 and make a pass for the lead? They shuffled second place Sampson out. Can they get to the 24 of Eli Bright now? As Rainey looks low on Jay Brando, coming back to 6 laps of racing to go in Daytona. They have a run onto Eli Bright at the exit of the tri-oval. That's a good run for Rando. Takes it to the inside. Trey can't follow him because Fox is down there, but it's going to be Rando out in front through 1 and 2. Jay Rando with a great run moves inside Eli Bright and passes him. Rando out in front in the Gatorade 0400. Anthony Fox 38 now for second for the lead down the back straightaway. There goes Fox. And Curtis, Rossi, Fletcher Jr., Hunter, DeLello, Ruiz, all lined up on the inside. Can Rando clear? He is. He's clear. Moves down front, Curtis in the 77. Back around to 5 go this time, behind the Gatorade 0400. Now can they pass the 22 car? Curtis and trying. They move high. Now can they force back to the bottom in front of Max Rossi? They do. Can they make a move out of the tri-oval? Rando leads with 5 to go. Curtis, second and third. There goes for second. Curtis did not make the move in time. Yeah, Yo's not waiting around. He wants to get up here and win this race. He cannot wait. He has to move, and he has a great run. Rossi follows him through. 5th in points, Evan Hunter. Up to 5th on the racetrack. Rossi, without any help, that's not going to work out for him. Yo's going to keep second and has a great run, but stalls out right behind the 22 of Jay Rando into turn 3. Hunter can get down. Now can Rossi help pulling Yo out. DeLello going to force Hunter aside. That's for 4th place. Baby Rush just behind DeLello. Kukulon, our Talladega winner, in 4th in points. They have Scott and Jeff Wright, 200 cars. As at the front, the 22 leads with 4 laps to go. Can anyone find a way around him? And remember, any yellow flag now, end this race short. We have some stragglers at the back. Looks like Riley's Bird Tube, Jonathan Buford, and Luke Rainey. Are they out of a shot to get any good finish? Now I'm telling you what, they're out of a shot for the win if these drivers don't stop down for a second. If they keep shuffling this way, Randall can stay out front, control this race. DeLello right there has got up to get the draft right there. He not got up to block, he got up to get draft and stay clear for a second. He did a great job. Get the draft off the 22, try and fly up onto him with help from behind. Two fast Hector Motorsports Chevrolets come to 3rd and 4th. That's Scott and Jeff Bright. As DeLello currently 2nd behind Jay Rando with 3 laps of racing to go at the Daytona National Speedway. Can they make it 3 laps? And who's the first to break low of the front 4? It's not against Scott, but his teammate Bright did not go low with them. Scott's near someone, Satomu, who's about 3 car lengths back, maybe even 4 car lengths back. Jeff Bright, can he cut low in front of the 44 in time? He couldn't. Now they're 3 right behind the 48, but can he get the 16 clear with them? DeLello trying to use the draft to get to that 48. Can Nonigan Scott do it at Daytona? Right behind Jay Brandon, looking for a way around him. This time by 2 laps of racing to go at Daytona. Sotomo to third, Gregory to fourth. Gregory's teammate Upton right behind him. Scott with the peak low. Sotomo with the peak low and will actually get inside. Now 2 laps of racing to go at Daytona. Can one find a way around that 22 of Jay Rando? Michael Gregory trying low in the 44. Sotomo has a nice run entering turn 1. I think he's there. Rando's gonna block him. A great block by Rando. Sotomo had a great run going. Don't look now. 500 champion TJ Hanley's on the inside lane moving forward. Does Sotomo break low? It'll be a Pez in front of Hanley. Sotomo getting the push from Gregory. There he goes to the inside. Jay Rando. Side by side, the other back straightaway coming to the white flag. And the Gatorade 0400. Sotomo is going to get by Jay Rando. Now what can you Pez, Hanley, Hamill, and Curtis do? 2 Penske cars lined up. I like that scenario. Here we are to the white flag. One last time around Daytona. Yepez inside the 88 car. TJ Hanley looking to sweep Daytona. Moving low. Pushing the 88 by the 44. Yepez out front. Can Hanley find a way around him to sweep Daytona? How about Derek Kimbrona curse the Penske teammates? Hanley moves up with Yepez. That's a great sign for Diego right there. Now Hanley's middle of 3. Here come the Penske boys on the inside. Hamill, a nice push from Curtis into turn 3. A huge push to get to the inside of the 88 car. Penske working on the inside. Hamill by Yepez. Now does Curtis have one final move off turn 4. Penske teammates duel to the checkered flag. Hamill's going to move high to the inside. Teammate Ronan Curtis won at Michigan. Back around to the checkered flag. Hamill clears and wins the Gatorade 0400 at Daytona. A great result for Penske. 1-2. As all 3 Penske racing cars have now won this season, as Derek Hamill gets it done in the Gatorade 0400 here at the Daytona National Speedway. A great result for Penske. They get first and second. Their teammate Luke Rennie struggled, but 2 of their cars finished in the top 2 positions. Let's go see the finishing results in the point standings after Daytona. Here's how they finished in the Gatorade 0400 here at Daytona. No caution flags and 12 lead changes. 12 different drivers saw the lead. And out front, only for the last lap, Derek Hamill. Never led until turn 3 of the last lap. In fact, never probably led until turn 4 of the last lap. He got inside the 88 in turn 3. Gets the push from teammate Curtis. Hamill wins in Daytona. Curtis gets second, Rossi third. Yepez, who was leading into turn 3, gets fourth, and Keegan Thompson fifth. Hanley, oh so close to sweeping Daytona, but another top 10 with a 6th place result that will definitely move him up into the points lead. 7th place for Max Anderson, Michael Gregory, George Sotomo, and William Seaman round out the top 10 finishers. Jay Brando led 4 laps, but falls to get 11th at the end. 12th place to DeLello, Landon Lyons, Jeff Bright, Nonigan Scott, the top 15. Then Jose Mills, Colton Yo, Pole Center, Upton, Fenway, and Ruiz round out the top 20. Marshall Burrow gets 21st, 22nd place to Tommy Fletcher Jr., Fox, Hunter Evans, the top 25. Eli Bright led 5 laps late in the race, but never could recover after losing the race lead. He gets 26th. Griffin Lynn, points are coming in, gets 27th. Kukulon 28th, Friesen 29th, Trey Rainey in 30th position. Then Colin Teague, Riley Sampson, Anthony Nesh, Jake Galloway, Anthony Sharbaugh, Riley Spurgeon, Levi Jones, Jonathan Beeford, Keyshawn Richardson, Cole Luigi, Jay Jefferson, and Luke Rennie. Jefferson led 4 laps early on, but falls to get 41st. Never really a factor after he led those laps. And Luke Rennie up front early, fell back, never saw him again. Something was wrong with that 2 car for sure. He actually, I believe, lost the draft, got 42nd, and it really affected his point situation. Speaking of points, let's now go look at them. Halfway through the Gatorade Cup Series season, 16 races left and 6 until we get to the chase. Here are the points. TJ Lynn now on top, 65 up on Griffin Lynn, who falls back to second and a good ways back. Kugelon up to third, Evan Hunter to fourth, and Max Anderson now fifth. Colton Yo is currently in 6th, Anthony Fox 7th, Landon Lyons 8th, Roman Fenway and Luke Rainey round out the top 10. How about Luke? Up 3rd in points at the start, 23 points back in the points lead. He'll leave 133 points back in 10th position, only 36 up over 11th. So now Luke went from being a sure pick to make it into the chase and a very solid pick to make it into the chase. Now he's struggled the last few races on the Superspeedway Swing. He has 7 top 10s this season, second most to TJ Hanley, but inconsistency has really taken that 2 car down to the bottom of the top 10. You might be worrying if you're that 2 team. Can you find that mojo you had earlier in the season to get back up into the top 5 in points and try and lock your way into the chase? Luckily for Luke, he does have a 36-point gap over DeLello in 11th. Curtis now 12th. Randall, Fletcher Jr., Eli Bright are the top 15. They have Satomu, Rossi, Burrow, Upton, and Hamill with the win. Breaks inside the top 20 in the point standings. Right now, the 2 wildcard spots, obviously Trey Rennie with his All-Star victory down at the bottom of the points, and now DeLello, 11th in points, 36 out, has the second wildcard spot by a singular point over Ronan Curtis. Others that can try and get it, Marshall Burrow down 18th in points, Hamill down 20th in points, both have one victory this season. You look down, Keyshawn Richardson 25th with his victory this season, Jose Mills 30th, Jonathan Buford down to 34th, and his 2 victories would really help him get into the chase. However, you have to be top 20, and he's fallen in good ways, not had a great last stretch of races. However, up to 20th, it is less than 100 points. He does still have a shot, a good shot to make it in if he can find the momentum he had earlier in the season. Their string rate down 39th in points, and he's really shaking up this chase picture big time. Curtis would have a chase spot with a wildcard spot. Now he's out of one because Trey won the All-Star race. It's a very, very unique situation, one we have never seen before in the Gatorade Cup Series. And it's going to be very interesting. Now 6 races remain until we get to the chase. These 6 races are going to be crazy for some drivers as they fight to make it into the top 10 points or try and get wins for wildcard spots. We go to Road America for the Speed Code 350. I will see you guys then.